Hello children, welcome to AIMS India's online classes. So our first topic today is oral subtraction. We've already learned how to do oral addition, right? In the same way, today we will learn about oral subtraction. Oral subtraction of 5 and 6 digit numbers can be done in exactly the way we did oral subtraction for 3 and 4 digit numbers. See children, suppose we have 5000 plus 6000. How do we add this orally? We are having 3 zeros here in both the numbers. So we'll write the 3 zeros directly. Now 5 plus 6 is 11. So we'll write 11. Yes, this is oral addition. Now coming to oral subtraction. Subtract 70,000 from 90,000. Subtract 70,000 from 90,000. See, here we should be careful children. The bigger number should be written first and the smaller number should be written second. Yes, in subtraction. What is this bigger number called? It is called as the minuend and the smaller number is called as the subtrahend. Now how to subtract? Again there are four zeros in both the numbers. So even in the answer we'll write 4 zeros. Clear? There are 4 zeros in both the numbers. So even in the answer we'll write 4 zeros. Now the numbers before zeros are 9 and 7 and we are having the subtraction symbol here. 9 minus 7 is equals to 2. So 90,000 minus 70,000 is equals to 20,000. Clear children? Coming to the second question, subtract 3 lakhs from 7 lakhs. Again 7 lakh the bigger number written first, 3 lakhs the smaller number is written second. Now 7 lakh minus 3 lakhs is equals to, see we are having 5 zeros in both the numbers, right? So we wrote the 5 zeros here as it is. Now the non-zero numbers are what? 7 and 3. 7 minus 3 is equals to 4. So 7 lakhs minus 3 lakhs is equals to 4 lakhs. Or else children, when I say 4 apples minus 3 apples is equal to what? Is equals to 4 minus 3, 1 and both are apples. So I will write apples. Yes, 4 apples minus 3 apples is equals to 1 apple. In the same way, when I say 4 lakhs minus 3 lakhs, what should the answer be? It should be 4 minus 3, 1 lakh. Yes, it should be 4 minus 3, 1 and as both the numbers are lakhs, the answer will also be in lakhs. 4 lakhs minus 3 lakhs is equals to 1 lakh. Now here it is the same, right? 7 lakhs minus 3 lakhs is equals to 7 minus 3, 4 and lakhs. This is how we do oral subtraction. Coming to the last question, subtract 70,000 from 90,000. From 90,000 we need to subtract 70,000. Yes children, see 90,000 minus 70,000. Now the answer will also be in thousands only. 90 minus 70 is what? It is 20. So the answer is 20,000. Or if you look at both the numbers 90,000 and 70,000, both are having 4 zeros. Yes children, both are having 4 zeros, that too in the same places. Yes, that too in the same places. So even in the answer we'll have 4 zeros and before zeros we are having 9 minus 7. 9 minus 7, 2. Now here in the question 9 and 7 are before zeros. So even 2 is written before zeros. Clear children? 90,000 minus 70,000 is equals to 20,000. What was this? This was oral subtraction. Clear children? Now moving on to subtraction facts. For each addition fact we get 2 subtraction facts. What are they saying? Suppose look at the example. 5,864 plus 7,392 is equals to what? If we add these two, 5864 plus 7392 The answer will be what? 4 plus 2 6, 9 plus 6 15, 8 plus 3 11 plus 1 12, 1 carried, 5 plus 7 12, 12 plus 1 13. 13,256 is the sum. Yes. Now what is this? This is addition. What are they saying for this addition? Fact. What is a fact, children? Fact means something that is true. Yes, which cannot be proven false. It is true compulsory. Like we have sun rises in the east. Yes, sun always rises in the east, right? So it is a fact. And sun sets in the west. Again, it is always true. It can never be possible that sun does not rise in the east. So such statements are called as facts, which are true. Now here we have just checked, right, by adding these two, the answer is 13,256. Yes, no matter who add, even I do the addition or you do the addition or your friend does the addition, the answer will be this only. So the answer will not change. So this is the fact here, addition fact. Now for this addition fact, we will get two subtraction facts. What do we get, children? We'll get two subtraction facts. Now, what do we know about subtraction? What is the basic thing we know about subtraction? Larger number minus smaller number gives us the difference. Yes. What do we know? Larger number minus smaller number is equals to difference. Now, if you look at the three numbers here, 5,864, 7,392 and 13,256, which is the larger number of these three? Yes, children, this, right? 13,256. The sum is the larger number. So what will our first subtraction fact be? Write the sum, subtract, and then subtract one of the addends. Yes, sum is the larger number here, right? So larger number minus. Now these both are the smaller numbers. These both are smaller than our sum here. So first write the sum and then put the subtraction sign, and from these two addends write any one of the addend. Then when subtract these two, the answer we get will be the other addend. Okay, if you want we can check here. See, what did I say? Of these three numbers, our sum is the larger number. So 13,256 minus, again of these two addends, take any one addend. Let's say 5,864. What do we need to find out? We need to get two subtraction facts. Subtraction. So we are subtracting. 6 minus 4, 2. 5 minus 6, not possible. So we'll borrow. 15 minus 6, 9. Again 1 minus 8, not possible. We'll borrow. 11 minus 8 is 3. Now 2 minus 5 is not possible. So it becomes 12. 12 minus 5 is 7. What answer did we get? 7,392. Now what is this answer? This answer is nothing but the second addend. Clear, children? Now second subtraction, this is our first fact. Now coming to the second fact, again of these three numbers, sum is the bigger number. So write the sum minus. In the first fact we subtracted the first addend, right? Now we will go for the second one. The sum minus the second addend will be equal to, see, 13,256 minus 7,392. 6 minus 2, 4. 5 minus 9, not possible. So we'll borrow. 15 minus 9, 6. Again 1 minus 3, not possible. So we'll borrow. 11 minus 3, 8. Again here we need to borrow. 12 minus 7, 5. 5,864. See, now is our difference. Now what is this 5,864? It is the first addend. Yes, clear? Now for this one addition, what did we get? We got two subtractions. Yes, for one addition fact, we got two subtraction facts. See, let me explain this clearly. Now 5 plus 3 is equals to 8. Yes, what is this? This is our addition fact. Now we need to write two subtraction facts for it. What will be the first step to find out the larger number? Always the larger number will be the sum. So simply write sum for both and then put the subtraction facts for the subtraction symbols. Yes. Now write the first addend for the first fact and then the second addend for the second fact. Now put is equal to. Yes. Now put is equals to. If you look at the first addition fact, we wrote 8 and we wrote 5. What is missing? 3. So 3 will be written after the is equals to. Now coming to the second fact, 8 and 3 are written. 5 is not written. So 5 will be written after the is equals to. Clear? Simple, right? Now let us take another example and understand. Now see, this is addend 1 and addend 2. 27,693 plus 31,855 is equals to 59,548. What is this? This is addition. So this will become our addition fact. Now what should we do? We should get two subtraction facts. Yes. Let me zoom in. Yeah. We should get two subtraction facts. Now what did I say? What did I say, children? For the always sum will be the greater number. So for both the addition subtraction facts, write the sum first. 59,543 minus and again 59,548. This is not 3, 8. Yeah, 59,548 minus. Then write the first addend here and then the second addend here. Yes, write the first addend in the first fact after the subtraction sign and the second addend in the second fact after the subtraction sign. Now this minus this is equal to what? See, in this sentence we have already used addend 1 and the sum. What is missing? 31,855 is missing. So we wrote it here. 59,543 minus 27, not 43, 48. 48 minus 27,693 is equals to the addend 2, 31,855. Children, again if you remember, addend 1 is given and sum is given. We need to find out the second addend. What did we do? We subtracted these two, right? Sum minus addend gives us the other addend. Yes, in the same way here, suppose I am having 27,000 plus 36,153 is equals to, what will the answer be? 6 plus 7, 13, 63,153. Now first subtraction fact and the second subtraction fact. What did I say? Write the sums first. Sum first, then sign, subtraction sign. From the sum, we need to subtract one addend, 27,000. If we subtract, what will we get? We'll get the other addend. Again, in the second subtraction fact, we have already subtracted this. Now let us subtract the second addend, 36,153. Now again, sum minus addend gives us what? It gives us the other addend, which is our 27,000. Clear, children? What are these? For one addition fact, we wrote two subtraction facts. Clear, children? For one addition fact, we wrote two subtraction facts. Again, let us solve some more examples so that this topic is very much clear for you. See, question number A, let us solve. Addend 1, addend 2, and this is our sum. What should we do? For each of the following addition fact, we need to write two subtraction facts. What should we do? What did I say? First write the sum. 87,927, 87,927. Then as it is subtraction, keep the minus sign. Now write the first addend here. Yes. What will the answer be? Sum minus addend 1 will give us addend 2. 55,613. Now coming to the second fact, sum minus addend 2. 55,613 is equals to What will it give us? It will give us add and 1. 32,314. Clear, children? These are our two subtraction facts. Write the sum, subtract one addend, and the answer will be the other addend. Again, in the second, write the sum, subtract the addend 2, addend 1 will be our answer. Coming to the next question. 62,125 plus 27,184 is equals to 89,309. Again, what did I say? Sum. Write the sum first. Subtract addend 1. The answer will be addend 2. Again, take the sum. Subtract addend 2. The answer will be addend 1. Very easy, right? We need not do anything. Just the same three numbers we have written in different formats, in different order. Coming to question number C. Again, what will the facts be? Sum minus addend 1 will give us addend 2. Then second fact will be again sum minus addend 2 will give us addend 1. Yes, children, clear? Coming to the last one, I hope with this question you will understand how to write the subtraction facts. Okay? Yes. Sum minus addend 1, that is 21,045 is equals to our addend 2. That is nothing but 13,720. Now coming to the second fact, again the sum minus our addend 2, that is 13,720 is equals to our addend 1, that is 21,045. Clear, children? How to write subtraction facts for an addition fact. Now estimating sums and differences. To estimate a sum or difference, first round off each number to its nearest tens, hundreds or thousands as per the number of digits in the numbers, and then add or subtract. Example, what is this? This is estimating sums and differences. Yes, children, I know that you have already learned how to estimate a number to the nearest tens or hundreds. Yes. Now what are we doing here? We are estimating the sums and difference. What is the sum? Sum means what we get from addition. Yes. And what is difference? Difference is what we get from subtraction. So, how do we estimate those? First, we need to round off each numbers to its nearest tens, hundreds or thousands as per the number of digits in the numbers, and then add or subtract. Let us look at an example. Mr. Sharma owns a mobile shop. He has 54 mobile phones on display and 93 inside. Estimate how many phones does he have in stock. See, what are they saying? Mr. Sharma has a mobile shop, it seems, okay? And he has 54 phones on display. You know what is on display? When we enter a shop, we'll see so many phones around us, right? So that is called on display. For us to see, there are 54 mobiles in his shop and 93 he has kept inside, okay? 54 he has put on display. That means anyone who enters the shop can see the phones, 54 phones. But there, apart from these 54, there are 93 phones inside. Now we need to estimate how many mobile phones does he have in stock, okay? We need to estimate the total number of phones that he has in stock. See, number of mobile phones in stock. Okay, suppose children, you have, when you are going to the school, okay, in your lunch box, you have 2 chocolates, and in your bag inside you are having 5 more chocolates, okay? So what will be the total number of chocolates you have? It will be 7. 2 plus 5, 7. Yes, in the same way, Mr. Sharma has 54 phones on display and 93 he has inside. Now how will we find out the total number of phones he has? We add these two. Yes, we add these two numbers. 54 plus 93. We should estimate the sum. Okay, we should estimate. Estimate means what here? Rounding off. See, 54 plus 93. Now if we look at the digits here, what happened in previous classes, children, in your previous standard, you were given a question like estimate 54 to the nearest tens. Okay, then you estimated, but here in the question they will not tell you whether to estimate to nearest tens, hundreds or thousands. We need to find out whether we need to estimate to tens, hundreds or thousands. Now if you look at both the numbers, it has ones, tens, and both the numbers have tens place as the highest place. Okay, both the numbers have the tens place as the highest place. So we will round off these to the nearest tens. Clear? We will round off these to the nearest tens. Again, how will we do that? Look at the digit in ones place. It is 4. So what will we do with the digit in tens place? We will round down. That is, the digit is written as it is and the ones place is written as 0. 54 becomes 50. Now coming to 93, 3 is in ones place. It is less than 5. Yes, again this number is rounded down. 9 written as it is. Instead of 3, we will write 0. Now 54 becomes 50. 93 becomes 90. Now we need to add these two. 0 plus 0, 0. 5 plus 9, 14. Clear, children? What did we do? First we took both the numbers. We found out that they are having tens as the highest place value. So we are rounding off them to their nearest tens. 54 rounded off to tens becomes 50. 93 rounded off to tens becomes 90. Now 50 plus 90 becomes 140. So what is this 140? It is the number of mobile phones he has in stock. So what do we conclude? Mr. Sharma has about 140 mobile phones in stock. See, has about 140. This is an estimate, right? We are just rounding off. This is not the exact number. So we are writing about 140. Yes, because it is an estimate. Clear, children? Now another example, a worker at a medical lab is studying some blood samples. The first sample contained 2815 cells and the second one contained 1981, more than the first. About how many cells were there in the second sample? See, what they are saying is there were two samples. It means there were two samples. Two samples means, let us say, two boxes. Okay, in suppose in the first box he had two balls. In the second box he had 3 more than the first box. 3 more than the first box. So what is the total number of balls here? Is it 3? No. From 3 more than this first. In the first we are having 2. So we need to add 3 plus 2, 5. He has 5 balls in the second box. Yes, children? He has 3 more than 2. So 2 plus 3 becomes 5. Clear? In the same way, here there are two samples. In the first there were 2815 and in the second there are 1981, more than the first box. Now about how many blood cells were there in the second sample? Again, the word about is mentioned here. That means we need to estimate. We need not write the correct exact answer. We need to round off the numbers and then find out it. Okay. See, first number here is 2851. Coming to the solution. First, what is this? This is the number of blood cells in the first sample. First sample contained 2815 blood cells And what did the second one contain? 1981 more than the first one. Now if you look at both the numbers here, 28151981. Again children, in the question they did not tell us whether to round off to the nearest tens, hundreds or thousands. Yes, we need to find out. Here both the numbers have thousands as their highest place value. So we'll round it off to them. We'll round off them to their nearest thousands. How do we do that? We look at the digit in hundreds place. Yes, now here 8 is greater than 5 and also 9 is greater than 5. So what will we do? We'll round up. What do we mean by rounding up? We'll add 1 to the digit in thousands place. 2 plus 1, 3. Here 1 plus 1, 2. The remaining 3 digits will be replaced by zeros. Yes, to the nearest thousands, right? 3000, 2000. Clear children? The digit in hundreds place is greater than 5. So we are rounding it up. We are adding 1 to the digit in thousands place. 2 plus 1, 3. 1 plus 1, 2. Now the remaining 3 digits replaced by zeros. 2815 becomes 3000 and 1981 becomes 2000. Now this is the first box, first sample, and this is 2000 more than the first sample. So what should we do? We should add these two. Yes, 3000 plus 2000 is equal to 5000 cells. Clear children? What did we do? First we estimated both the numbers to the nearest thousands and then added. Now what is this 5000? There are about 5000 blood cells in the second sample. Clear? About yes children, this was estimating sums. Now a question for estimating difference is not given here, but I'll tell you a question of my own. Okay, suppose a farmer had grown 569 crops. Okay, and from these 569 crops he has sold out 317 crops. Now how many crops are left with the farmer? He had grown 569 crops and he has sold 317 crops. About how many crops are left with the farmer? Yes children, this word about has come here. That means we need to estimate the answer. So what is the first step in estimating? Now for this, how can we find out how many crops are left with him? What should we do children? We need to subtract. Yes, we need to subtract. But before subtracting or finding the difference, we need to estimate. Now if we look at both the numbers here, both the numbers are having hundreds as their highest place value. So we'll round off them to the nearest hundreds. Clear? We'll round off them to the nearest hundreds. Now 569, how do we round off? We'll need to look at the digit in tens place. In this, the digit in tens place 6 is greater than 5. So we round up. 5 plus 1 becomes 6. The remaining 2 digits replaced by zeros. So 569 becomes 600. Now 317. Here 1 is less than 5. So we round down 3 as it is and the remaining 2 digits replaced by zeros. So 317 becomes 300. Now we need to find the difference. 600 minus 300 gives us 300. So about 300 crops are left with the farmer. Clear children? Be it estimating the sum or estimating the difference, the first step would be to first estimate the numbers, estimate the given numbers and then find the difference or the sum. I hope today's class was clear. Thank you for watching our video. Please subscribe our channel and press the bell icon for receiving